you let me thankfully help out on I think like 2 different shoots.
Yeah.
And I found it really interesting and very impressive because I would go and like this is something you started yourself. You know, there's no like company backing you or anything, and you have all these different people that are helping you to film this film. Yeah. And basically, I'm just curious, how do you get so many people to help you with such a big project when you're not able to provide any like financial incentives?
It's tough. It's tough. You gotta have people who trust you. For some reason, they trust me, I guess. But the main thing I think is the promise of the result, and I think that's really what it is for all of us. Is what I did with most people is at least like the bigger the designers, the director of photography, the editor, is you sell them on the script, you sell them on the story. So I sent them the script, they read it, and a lot of them felt very personally connected to it. It's a very sad story. It's a very moving story, I hope, for people. And many of the people who read the script were very connected to it and felt that it was kind of answering a part of them that hadn't been answered by a film yet. Because we've all got a lot of raw kind of undealt with grief and insecurity and anxiety about the world that we're living in right now. And everybody's drawn to different parts of the story, but I think that the main thing was the love of the story and wanting to tell the story. And another big incentive for a lot of people was this is a feature, and people my age don't make features. I have another friend who just took on his own, and he's done a feature too, which is fantastic, and I think they're about to start editing. But it's really not like before me and him. I had never known anyone at college who had even tried really to make a feature film. So it's a big deal when you get on board a feature, no matter what level of the production you are. And I think that for a lot of people, it was definitely appealing to say, like, how cool would it be to put my name on a feature film and to have that be my work. So that was a part of it.
Is it tough? Because I don't know too much, but I'm assuming a lot of these big big budget movies that are like sponsored by companies and stuff, they have contracts with the people they hire, especially the actors. Yeah. Was it scary having actors that you fully just gotta trust will stick with you through the whole process? Because like if your main actor leaves halfway through, like definitely you can't do anything.
And I had them sign contracts and stuff, but it was there's no lawyer involved. They can still walk out, and I don't know what I'd be able to do. So it's one of those things where it is definitely scary, but that's also why it's important to really like know who you're hiring. And we had some issues, not with any like flaking or anything like that, thank goodness, but our original DP who shot the first act of the film, basically, just kind of once we got out into the desert, because a lot of the film takes place kind of on the road in the desert, he just kind of was not having fun out there in the desert. It's a lot of grueling hours in the heat, and there's bugs. It's a taxing environment. It's hard, and he wasn't really having a lot of fun on it, and with something that's so much a labor of love, and so much so much of this is you have to be there because you're loving it. It was just not for him. So he was very kind to kind of promote his typical first AC, who I didn't know very well at the time, and has since become my best friend in the world. So that's super fun to become the DP, and me and him finished the film, and they both did phenomenal work. So I would say it's about maybe 15% the original DP's work, and then the rest is Ren, who came on board after that. And me and him, we totally understand it. We never want anyone to think anything weird of like the original DP, because it was taxing work.